your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. This shit in his face, from then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Man who played collegiately nearby in Athens for the Bulldogs, James Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Allen's throw is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The Falcons sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next to receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Okay, so 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had a touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Going deep here for Allen, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? Play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That pass complete to Moore. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen right back to Cook for another completion.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7. Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have...
And it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Naheem Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
56.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. And the first down.
On play action, Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Ready. Rail. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Allen, the man in motion left. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes it to the tight end, Knox.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Beckham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
The touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's looking at 6, and it's third down.
The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Allen off the play fake. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To the air, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. 110 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. Here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This wasn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Buffalo,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,
I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the